Okay, so good morning, everyone. Welcome. And Lola's back. She'll just take over. Not much else I need to say. But...
Hello, everybody. Nice to see you again. And I'm glad that you made it. So just maybe a few people will join in the next few minutes, but maybe while we're waiting, we can just do a little good morning. Well, yeah, good morning. Yeah, that's right. In the States, it's good morning. Yeah, a little meditation on the breath. Just for a few minutes and then do the motivation. So just, yeah, rest your mind, and a good way to rest the mind is to come back to the breath. Is something which is always there and we often forget about it. So let go of thoughts of yesterday and tomorrow. Just come back to here and now. A little check-in. And let's just think of how fortunate we are to be alive, to be here, to be sharing and exchanging this today. And that we're going to use this time together with loving kindness, with this wish to learn from one another, in order to be able to benefit people around us in all directions, and directly and indirectly. And maybe this class on how to pronounce prayers help us in inducing all these and generating all these realizations quickly in our minds in order to alleviate all suffering around us, the one that we experience and the one that all sentient beings experience. Okay, I don't have a bowl to ring today. Hello, it's nice to see these new New faces, welcome. Could you maybe just one by one just unmute yourself and tell me your name and, you know, why you're here, so I can try and respond to that during the class? If there's something specific that you're looking for, maybe Moira, yeah?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Moira. I've been taking classes learning how to tanka paint, and my teacher always uses the mantra of recitation for the deity in the beginning, and I know it's very important to pronounce it correctly. And also, I just think the script is beautiful, and when I see things written in museums or other places in the script, I just simply want to be able to read it or have some idea of what I'm looking at. But that's basically it.
Great. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Pamela, and
Hello.
I'm glad to be here. I watched most of the first class, so I would be caught up, but I didn't catch I'll still have to watch the end. And I am part of Shanti Deva Center in New York and have heard a lot about you, Lola, so I'm so happy to finally meet you.
Oh, lovely. Thank you.
And so I'm here because I think sort of like when I memorize a prayer in English, I feel more connected to it and I explore it more deeply and I'm more focused. I can concentrate better than when I'm reading it. I think it's similar with learning the pronunciation of some of the chants and prayers, that I'll just connect better because I'll have a handle on it rather than trying to scramble to get a feel for it. I'll really have a deeper understanding and connection. So I really appreciate your offering this. Thank you.
Great. Okay, cool. Good. And we got Caitlin, yeah?
Yes. Hi, Lola. Yeah, I'm excited to just learn more about pronunciation, especially with pujas and ritual ceremonies.
Okay.
Love to just feel more confident in saying these words because I don't know the translation of them directly. And I think having the pronunciation would be more of an entryway into it. And also for visualization of the seed syllables and mantras, just having a kind of connection between the sight and the sound, I think could be really, helpful.
Yeah.
In Tibetan and or Sanskrit, so really excited to learn more.
Right. Okay. So that sounds good. So we had kind of presentations, everybody else last week. So hello again, it's nice to see you. And so last week I wanted to play a little video which didn't work. So let's hope this week it works. If not, I'll just send it to you in the chat and you can watch it later. But it's basically, again, going through the alphabet. I just would like to go through the alphabet one more or a couple more times, whoever wants to practice, because when you're doing these prayers, it's important that you have an idea of each letter, what they are. So you're used to what sound is supposed to be produced. And then when you start putting them together, it's much easier because you have a broken down idea of what they are individually, kind of thing. So let me see if it works. And then, then I can just give you a little overview. Then we're going to go over the 4 immeasurables, which we started last week, kind of me saying it and you writing it down and then reading it back to me. So then we'll just do the whole thing together, maybe turn by turn, people can have a go saying it. Then we'll do the refuge prayer. And then we're going to do the Tara praises. So I kind of distributed little verses of the Tara praises. So we can do it together and hopefully it will be a nice little flow. And I also want to teach you this mantra, which is the Manjushri mantra, which is very useful for pronunciation. It's used a lot in the Tibetan community. It's also used a lot in regards kind of making you, having clear, quick, being sharp-minded. It's used a lot. So Tibetans and any kind of study you might be doing, this repetition of the mantra is very good. So I will give you just the mantra, and then later I'll send you a video of a transmission of this mantra by His Holiness the Dalai Lama, who gave it a couple years ago in Dharamsala, so you can receive the full transmission of the mantra. So it will be different than just having the mantra. So the ceremony lasts about an hour and a half or so. So if you're interested in that, you can also listen to that and I'll send it to you later. Yeah, and there'll be obviously time for questions and answers, or if throughout the class you have any questions, feel free to just ask at any point is fine. Is there any questions compared to what we did last week, in relation to what we did last week, maybe? All good? Okay, right, now let's try and get this thing going then. This was it. So you should be able to see my screen. Is that correct? Am I right? Yeah, cool. So then we can do this. So this will be this is just the alphabet, and then I'm gonna ask a few people who want to volunteer to practice, and we'll just do that, okay? Can you hear? No sound.
Lola, you probably have to, when you share, you have to click the two little boxes in the lower left corner of the share box. Which says shares. There you go.
Can you hear? Yeah, okay. Okay, now, so that was, it's quick, it's quite quick, but again, you can have access. I don't think I need this actually. You can have access. I'll send you this PowerPoint if you want, so you can listen to it, or even the full videos on YouTube if you want to, pause it, hear it. I can play it once more and try and pay attention to, like, the first letters, which are quite strong. The second ones just have the aspiration, ka, ka, again with this air coming out, yeah? Let's just, before we go to our favorite letter, yeah? Nga. Okay, I'll just play it again, just see what you can, and you hear the differences. If you can't, that's okay, it'll come, no, there's no worries. It takes a while sometimes. Can you hear? Ta, ta. There's a difference, yeah, with this aspiration which is there. The second kind of set of letters, the second columns always has this ha, ta, ha, yeah. Ah. I don't want to put you through that again. Okay.
If you say sing a song, then for this sing a song, and also religious song, then if we delete this also, nga.
Okay, so na, yeah, this famous na, which we need to get our head around because it's going to come back again and again. So let's see the alphabet. So would somebody like to, have a go with the alphabet? Somebody from last week or somebody new from this week want to have a go? Maybe try and go through the whole thing, slowly at your pace. Or would you rather I do a letter and then you will kind of say one? Obviously, you have to mute yourself, otherwise it becomes a big shamble. What would you rather do? Have a go or repeat after me? What are you more comfortable with?
Can we repeat first after you?
Yeah, okay. Okay, you ready? So, ka, ka, ga, nga, cha, cha, ja, nya, ta, pa, da, na, pa, pa, ba, ma, sa, ta, za, wa, sha, sa, a, ya, ja, la, sha, sa, ha, ah. Okay, is it coming back? The muscle memory, your face will hurt. Remember, it's good if your face hurts at the end of the session. That's a very good sign. So, so who's gonna, now I'm gonna bother somebody. Who am I gonna bother? Maybe, who can I see? Maybe Sheila, you can, you know, like you were here last week, you can start the show.
All right, I'll try. So, ka, ha, ga, nya,
Na,
nya,
na,
nya,
almost, na.
nya, nya, ha, cha, cha, nya, ha,
Nya, nya,
nya,
nya,
nya,
nya,
nya,
nya. It's like ni, nya.
nya,
Very good, yeah.
nya. Ta, ta, da, na, ha, ba,
Ha,
ba,
ha,
ha,
ha. Yeah, with this kind of air, yeah. Pa,
ha, ha, ba, ma, sa, sa, za, wa, sha, sa, ha, ya, ra, ra, sha, sa, ha, ah.
Very good. So the last, this dark blue one, this turquoise line is like, they're quite powerful, yeah? So it's sha, as opposed to the first sha on the purple line is sha. It's more kind of like gentle sha. Sha, the last one, the second sha has got more kind of oomph to it.
So how
But
do
that
you
was
know
very
that?
good. How do I know that?
I
So
mean, if we were just reading something, how would you know which, I mean, they sound,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, so usually you see the first sha is spelled with a Z, sha, a bit more kind of soft. The second one is with this S, yeah, sha. The Tibetan, you see the script is different, but for the transliteration, you'd see, yeah, the one with the Z is kind of more soft. But it's, you know, this is me nitpicking, you know. It's not like if you get the sh, we want mainly the sh sound, yeah. But that was very good. That was very good. Anybody else? I can't see you on my thingy. I can just see that. Who's having a go? What about the nga? Maybe Caitlin? Can you do the nga? I'd like to.
I'll give it a try.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Okay, nya is like from the second row. So the top one is nga, this nga sound. It comes from your throat.
Okay. I thought we were doing the, okay, I was confused. Nya,
So nga, nga,
nya,
nga, nga,
nya,
nga. You're getting it. Yeah, nga,
nya,
nga.
nya,
Yeah, that's perfect. You got it. Yeah, nga. And then the next one, nya.
nya,
Na.
nya.
Very good. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Do you want to try and go through the alphabet once?
Sure, I'll give it a shot. With the caveat that I didn't watch the full video from last week as well. So
Okay. No problem. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
ka, ka, ga, nya,
Nga.
nga, ka, ka.
Okay. So the second line it's actually, there's written CA, but it's a cha. So it's like the chocolate, yeah? Cha.
Oh, okay.
Chocolate. And the other one has got more of this aspiration. If you put your hand in front of your mouth, you have air kind of coming through. So it's cha, cha.
Cha, cha.
Yeah. Yeah, very good. So everybody, even though Caitlin is saying you can all kind of be saying it, you know, training your mouth to say it, yeah? Even though I can't hear you, then we'll swap so I can hear everybody at some point during the class, yeah? Okay, go ahead, continue, yeah? Ja, cha.
Ja, cha, ja, nya,
Mhm.
ta, ta, da, na.
Mhm.
Pa, oh, maybe pa, pa, ba, ma, na. Za, sa, za, wa. Ja, za, ya.
Right.
And the RA is pronounced sha.
So the one above is sha. Yeah, the first one on the purple line, yeah, is sha. The RA is ra, ra.
Ja, ra.
Ra, like a rotten, ra, ra, ra.
Ra. Okay, thank you. Ra. La, sha. Za,
Sa, sa,
za, za.
sa. Yeah.
Ha, ah.
Very good, great. Okay. Helen, maybe? Yeah. Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Let me give this a shot.
Yeah, you got it.
Ka. Ka. Ga. Nya.
Na,
Na.
na,
Na.
na,
Na.
na.
Na. Not.
Na.
Na.
Okay.
Ka. Cha.
Yeah.
Ja.
So, mhm.
Nya. Ta. Ta. Da. Na. Pa. Fa. Ba.
Mhm.
Ma.
Ma. Mhm.
Ta. Sa. Za. Wa. Sha.
Very good. Sha.
Ya. Ja. La. Sha. Sa. Ha.
Very good. Very good. Yeah, it's good. It's very good. So maybe Sunny, you can do it now. And then maybe not everybody will do the alphabet, but I'll, kind of call you in to do the different series of exercises, okay? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Great.
Ka, ka, ga, na,
Na,
na, na,
na,
na,
na,
ka, na,
na,
na, na,
na. More from your throat. Na,
na, na,
na.
na.
It's really not coming from your mouth. All the sound is coming from here. Na.
Na, na.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Ka, cha, ja, nya, ta, ta, da, na, pa, pa, ba, ma, sa, cha, za, wa, ja, za, ya, ja, la, sha, sa, ha,
Okay, very good. Very good. So there's also one thing about Tibetan regarding the sound which is being produced. I don't know if you've ever noticed when you listen to teachings, it's generally quite a soft voice. So the tone of your voice kind of goes down. So when you speak Tibetan, when you're pronouncing these prayers, your voice is generally, or the sounds that you do are generally quite soft. It's quite a soft voice. So it's not like a very rough kind of language. It's very soft. It's very kind of, just very soft. So if also you can be mindful when you're reciting these prayers that you're trying to create this kind of soft kind of voice. There's not a lot of how to say, it's not a sharp language. It's very soft. So there's this to also bear in mind. So now the next thing we're going to look at is just the side. This is the mantra, the Manjushri mantra. Om A Ra Pa Ta Na Di. Actually, there might not be an H in there. Ra, like this. Om A Ra Pa Ta Na Di. So if you can recite it, I'm going to say it a few times so we can follow along. Om A Ra Pa Ta Na Di. So the D, there's this H attached to it. So in the letters you saw, there was no D with an H, but it's because they clip two letters together. Sorry, they kind of stick two letters together. So you have these extra sounds because this is Sanskrit. This is not Tibetan, yeah? Om A Ra Pa Ta Na Di. Om A Ra Pa Ta Na Di. Om A Ra Pa Ta Na Di. Okay, so this mantra, maybe somebody I haven't heard can have a little go. Normally I see your names, but now I can't see all your names, which is unfortunate. Maybe, okay, I'm going to ask somebody to unmute. Is it working?
Yes.
Maybe, yeah,
you
okay.
unmuted me, I think.
Yeah, that's right. Great.
Pamela.
So can you do the mantra for me?
Sure, I'll try.
Ra Pa Ta Na Di.
Om A Ra Pa Ta Na Di.
Perfect. Great. Moira, can you do it for me?
Om A Ra Pa Ta Na Di.
Great. Okay, I'm going to ask Venerable to unmute herself. I don't know if she's there or not, just in case. Are you there?
I'm here. Sorry, my picture isn't on. Okay. Om A Ra Pa Ta Na Di.
Yeah, D. So this aspiration, yeah, D. There's this come in there. Okay.
D.
Pat, can you do it for me?
Oh, do it again. Oh, did you say? I didn't hear.
No, that's good. That's good. Yeah, you did.
Okay.
You did a good
Thank
job,
you. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Were you asking me?
Yeah.
Okay. Om A Ra Pa Ta Na Di.
Very good. Okay. Caitlin, maybe have a go. This is quite quick, so we can all have a go.
Yes. Om A Ra Pa Ta Na Di.
Very good. Helen?
Om A Ra Pa Sa Ne Di.
Na. Om A Ra Pa Sa Na Di. Good. Can you do it again?
Om A Ra Pa Sa Ne Di.
Na. Om A Ra Pa Sa Na. The sound na. Go ahead.
Om A Ra Pa Sa Na Di.
Great. Perfect. Okay, Sheila, you're up.
Om A Ra Pa Sa Na Di.
Perfect. Sunny?
I have a question. Are the two syllables are together? Like
Which
Oma,
ones?
Oma, Rapa. You said, like two clumps of letters. No?
Here you're just saying it kind of like syllable by syllable. Om ara pa sa na di. It's like a mantra, so it's a bit different, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Om arapa sanadi.
Very good. And Dan or Melvin, would you guys like to have a go?
Om a ra pa sa na di.
Perfect. Great. Thank you. Dan, oh no, Dan I think left. So, okay, now what happens is quite a fun mantra, because what you do usually, you do a mala of these, Om Arapatsana Di, Om Arapatsana Di, Om Arapatsana Di, 108 times. And then on your last, when you get to the last bead on your mala, or however many times you're going to do it, you take a big breath, you go Om Arapatsana, sorry, before you start the mantra, you take a big breath, Om Arapatsana Di, 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 and you just hold the Di, and you do as many Ds as you can, okay? Until you run out of breath, kind of thing. So it's a very good thing to do if you're doing any kind of studying, and it also help you with pronunciation of Tibetan, anything that you're studying. It's, you know, the wisdom kind of mantra kind of thing. Would somebody like to, or maybe we can all do it together. Everybody can try and hold their D as long as they can. So we'll do the mantra maybe 3 times, and then on the 3rd time we'll do the long D, okay? So, Om Arapatsana Di, Om Arapatsana Di, Om Arapatsana Di, 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 Di. So you'll often hear, if you go to a monastery or you hear, you know, Tibetans waking up in the morning, they'll do this. You know, it's a very, very common mantra to do. So it's a great mantra. And like I said, I'll send this initiation kind of transmission of the mantra given by His Holiness. So you'll have all the blessings as regards that. So that's Lola, the kind of, yeah.
So why do they do that D at the end?
I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. I think it's like, I mean, it's the mantra's kind of format. I vaguely saw at one point some kind of even scientific study done on the impact of this mantra as regards the brain. And it does have some kind of capacity and, you know, improving kind of, being bright and quick thinking and all this kind of stuff. But I you know, it kind of just shot by. I didn't have time to read it. I just saw this, somebody kind of exploring this. Somebody else had something to say. Who was it? Oh, Caitlin, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm curious, is D the seed syllable of Manjushri? And maybe that's
exactly. Exactly, yeah, exactly.
And my other question was, maybe you've already covered this, but about how to approach the R's in Tibetan. Is it like, there are so many ways you can do an R, you know, I've taken some Spanish in the past and some French. What kind of R is the R in this Oma? Yeah. Is there a slight roll, or is it a little bit more of a soft back of the throat R?
It's a good question. Yeah, there's lots of ways of doing the R sound. So it's ra. It's not as like strong as a French R. Yeah, like route, not like that. It's not that. It's more like ra. It's almost like it's quite soft, I would say. It's almost like there's also like a ja kind of sound to it, like the J, ra, maluk, ja, ri. It's not very rough again. Yeah, quite soft. Ra, ri, ro. If you change the vowels, yeah, all of these letters that we've seen, all the root letters, the basic letters are always associated with the letter a, ga, ka, ga, na. But then you can add all the different vowels. So you'll have like ra, ro, ri, re, ru, like this. Does that answer your question? Can you hear the ra? Do you want to try and do it maybe to see if you've
Om a ha pa sa na di.
Yeah, a bit softer. Ra.
Om a ra. patsana.
Very good. Yeah, you got it. You got it. That's great. Omara patsana di. Okay.
Lola,
Yeah.
I have a question. How do you practice getting the D so fast? I was like blown away how you.
Oh, I've done it. I've been doing it for a couple of years, I guess now. We used to do the Manjushri prayer every day when I was at school, and there would always be a section, and I always found it really fun. And I just do it a lot, I guess. Yeah, that's the only reason. Just practice, I guess. Yeah. I'm sure next time we speak to each other, you'll be doing it really quick.
Thank you. Wow.
Okay, so let's, I'm going to show you another slide. So this is the four immeasurables, the famous four immeasurables. So this is kind of I think the kind of normally how it's transliterated. It might change depending on the country, depending on, the version. But yeah, so I thought last week I was reading it out and you guys were writing it down and reading it back to me. So maybe today we can go around. One person can do the first immeasurable, then the next one. So I'll kind of click to unmute you. So I'll call you in. So hopefully we can get a flow going. Maybe before I'll read it once so you can hear how I do it. Although, I'm not doing it perfectly. You ask a Tibetan and it'll be like, oh, no. So this is just, how far I've gotten with the pronunciation. Okay. So the four immeasurables, which are usually called in Tibetan, they're called the tsime shi. Yeah, tsime is a limit, me is without a limit, and shi is four. Yeah, tsime shi. Okay, so here we go. Semchen tamche dewa tang dewe gu tangjelwa gyur chik. Semchen tamche dungel tang dungel kigu tangjelwa gyur chik. Semchen tamche dungel mepe dewa tang midelwa gyur chik. Semchen tamche nirin chatang nitang delwe tang myola nepar gyur chik. If you were to chant it, I'll just do one chanting it so you have an idea of the melody. So I'm not an umze, I'm not a chant master, but this is what I've, picked up on. It goes, Semchen tamche dewa tang dewe gyutan delwa gyur chi. Semchen tamche dungel tang dungel ki gyutan delwa gyur chi. Semchen tamche dungel mepe dewa tang mi dewa gyur chi. Semchen tamche nirin cha tang ni tang delwe tang yola nepar gyur chi. So also the cheek at the end is this me, yeah? So generally when it's the last part of the prayer, you often hear people like hold it, cheek or di, there's this kind of thing which is being held. And then slowly it disappears, almost like one of those singing bowls that we have, yeah? Okay, so who's up? Maybe, okay. Helen, can you do the first immeasurable for us?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. Semchen pache dewa tong dewa gutang drel wa gucheng.
Guchik. Very good. Dewa, you said dewa, which is correct. It means happiness, but here it's dewe because there's a kind of just grammatically they've changed the a to an e, so dewe.
Dewe.
Semchen tamche dewa tan dewe. Yeah, dewe gyu. Yeah, very good. That's great. Sheila? The second one?
second one. Samchen Tamche
Dungel. Dungel.
Dungel.
Very good. Yeah. Dungel Kigyu. Go on.
Well, Dungel Techi.
Dungel
Dungel
Ki
Ki.
Yu. Dungel Kigyu.
Dungel Kigyu.
Very good. You got it. It's not an easy one, that one. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Samchen Tamche Dubnyel Mepe Dewadang Midral Wag Gyurchi.
Very good. Very good. Excellent. Excellent. Melvin, are you there? Would you like to do the fourth one?
Sem Chen Tam Ye Ring Chag Dang Yi Dang Drel We Dang Nyom La Ne Pa Kruchi.
Very good. Actually, I forgot a syllable in here. Che. It's always the same. Semchen tam che. But that was very good. Great. Thank you. I don't know if is Dan there? I think he's gone, isn't he? He sent a message saying that he was gone. So I think he's okay. Maybe Moira, you can do it again. Start from the top.
Semchen tam che dewa tang dewe yu tang drel wa guru chik.
Gyur.
Guru. I want to say guru. What is the word?
Gyur. It's like it means to kind of change. Delwa gyur. No, wait. Delwa gyur. It's kind of the verb. I think it's the verb is, but it's like it comes under different forms. Delwa gyur chik. Semchen tamje dewa dan dewe gyu dang delwa gyur. Yeah, I think it's like is. It would be the verb, but you wouldn't use this in a spoken scenario. I think I might be wrong, but that's what I think it is. Gyur. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Venerable, you can do the second one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, second line?
Yeah.
Semchen tamche dunya tang dunya gigyu tangre wagyor chi.
Great. Excellent. Caitlin?
Samchen Tamche Dugnil Yel Nepe Dewa Dangmi Drelwa Yu Chi.
Perfect. That's really good. Sunny, I think we have.
Okay. What does tamche mean?
Everything, all of them.
Okay. The fourth one?
Third one.
Third one, okay. Semchen dan tamche dugniel me pe dewa dang mi drelwa gyurchik.
Very good. Actually, you're right. You were supposed to do the fourth one. Maybe you can do the fourth one too. Go on, do the last one. Yeah.
Excuse me?
Do the following one as well.
Okay. Semchen tamche ni ring chag dang ni dang drel we dang yom la ne pa gyurchik.
Very good. Yeah, you need a long breath for that one.
Yeah.
And then we have Pat. I don't know if she's there. Are you there, Pat? Would you like to have a go?
Sure.
Yeah.
Whoops. Yeah. What am I doing? Starting from the top?
Yeah, you can do the whole lot. Go for it. Do the whole thing.
Do the whole thing?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Semchen tamche dewa tang dewa gyutang drewa gyochi chi. Semchen tamche durnyel tang durnyel Chigyu Tangdra Wagyu Chik. Semchen Tamche Dunya Mepe Dewa Dang Midra Wagyu Chik. Semchen Tamche Nyering Chag Dang. Nidang Drawe Dang Nyam Lane Pargyur Chik.
Great, excellent. That was really good. You had a real rhythm going as well. That was nice. That was very good. Would somebody else like to have another go doing the whole 4? Would somebody like to do that? Or 2, or just anybody? No?
Lola, may I just ask a question?
Go for it, yeah.
I wondered, when I say the 4 immeasurables, I do from the prayer book from Lama Yeshe, and I say, how wonderful it would be, may all beings, and then I myself will cause all beings. Please, Guru Buddha, bless me to be able to do so. Does this somehow encompass all of that, or is it different?
It's a bit different. So that's kind of like the extended 4 immeasurables that you're doing. It also comes in Tibetan, but it's not this one. This is just, may all, beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings never be separated from the great happiness, devoid of suffering. May all sentient beings dwell in the great equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. So there's not like, may I be able to do this? Please, Guru Buddha, bless me to be able to do this. It's not in this prayer. So that's more of an extensive one, but you can also find that one in Tibetan. And I'm sure it's also transliterated as well. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And I also wondered, is there anywhere where prayers like this are repeated over and over? So, for example, I could just listen to it on repeat so that it could help me internalize it more?
Yeah. I was actually trying to look for like, look for that for you in Tibetan. I didn't find this one yet. I found the refuge prayer, which we're going to do next, which I've sent in the chat. I don't know if you've seen it. So it's a Tibetan, doing the full prayer and then slowly kind of thing. And then you can also find it on YouTube, but there'll be like a music in the background.
I know.
And stuff. Yeah. Oh, there's a message there.
Oh, yes. Pat said it's not in the chat. Would you mind putting it again?
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
Again. So this is the refuge prayer I want to send it to everyone. There we go. There we go. So you should all have it there now. Okay, so as I said, you'll see that now we're not just at the letters ka and the sound a. There's the nga becomes a nge, and then there's a nge and there's an l at the end. So it's ngel, dungel. So this is why understanding how the individual letters function, and then we start chunking them together, they produce a different sound. Yeah. So now we're just going to look at the refuge prayer, which I'm sure are most of you familiar with the refuge prayer? Yeah, in Tibetan, yeah.
Lola, can you make that a little larger? Can you make your screen?
Of course, yeah. Let me try. Look. Is that better? Yeah. So also what I've done here, I thought it might be interesting for you guys. I've highlighted, I've put the letters in different colors, you can see. There's blue. And so just so I thought maybe some people might want to learn Tibetan in the future, just so you know what words mean what when they're coming. So you can have an idea of how the Tibetan structure is working. Also, if you're repeating it, then oh, Sangye is Buddha, Dharma is Chu, Dan, which keeps coming back again and again, means and. Tok. Tok is the assembly, ki chok namla, chok supreme, yeah? So I just did this here, I thought that it might be interesting for you guys to know what word, comes when kind of thing. But I hope it's like not too like impossible to read either. And so, yeah, I thought we can do this. We can do this together. Maybe we can recite it a few times. Again, I'll do it once. I can do it with the kind of like slowly with the kind of melody, which maybe I imagine you're already familiar with. And then I can do it without the melody if it's too unclear. Okay. Yeah. Message. Wonderful. Okay, great. It's like a rainbow. Okay, so Sangye Chodam Sogi Chognam La Janju Parado Dagni Kyabsu Chi Dagi Jinso Gipe Chognam Gi Drola Penje Sangye Drupa Sho. Okay, so Sangye Chodam Sogi Chok Nam La. If you want to repeat it, even though you're muted, yeah, that's useful for you guys. Chanchup Pardu Dagni Kyab Suchi Dagi Jinsok I Be Sok Namki Rola Tenje Sangye Rupa Sho. Sangye Chodam Sogi Choknam La Chanchup Pardu Dagni Kyabsu Chi Dagi Jinsok Gipe Tsoknam Ki Rola Tenje Sangye Ropa Sho. Okay. Can you have a go? Yeah.
Sure. Sorry, I'm pointing a fan. I'll move it. You want me to do the whole thing, Lola?
Yeah, please.
Okay,
That would be great.
I'll try. Sangye Chodang Chokki Chog Namla Jangchu Badu Dagni Kebsuchi Dagi Jinsok Ki Pa Sognam Ki Drola Penchi Sang Ge Du Pa Sho.
Very good, very good. So I'm just, I just caught a few sounds, yes? I'm just going to ask you to repeat them.
Yeah.
So the first orange letter assembly, yeah, sok, sok.
Sok.
Sok. It's TSO, sok, sok.
Sok. Sok.
Very good. Then there's the refuge, kyab, kyab.
One more time.
Kyab.
Kyab.
Kyab, very good.
Kyab.
Then there's the following line, by. It's pe. Yeah, there's two dots on the A. It's pe. Dagi jinso ki pe.
Pe. Pe.
Yeah. And then, which is funny because you did the correct sound for the to benefit. Pen. You had the E kind of sound, pen.
Okay.
So,
pen.
And oh yeah, and then the obtain, droop.
Obtain. Oh, droop. Droop.
Droop.
Droop.
Yeah, that's great.
Thank you.
Perfect. Okay. Pat, can you have a go?
Sure. Sangji Chodang Chogki Chognamla Chang Chubadu Nikyab Suchi Dagji Chinsok Ji Pe Tsok Nam Ki Drola Fenkir Sangya Drupar Chok.
Very good. Excellent. Again, I picked out a few sounds. I'm going to ask you to repeat them.
Yeah.
So same assembly. Sok.
Sok. Sok. Sok.
Sok. Yes, that's right.
Sok.
And then the last, on the last line, to benefit. Pen. Pen.
Pen. Pen.
Very good. Like a pen almost. Yeah, like pen.
In order. What, could you repeat this one too?
In order. Chir.
Chir.
Yeah, but it's quite soft. If I say the whole prayer, it'll be drola penche. It's almost you don't really hear the drola penche sangye robarsho.
Thanks.
Okay, great. Okay, bye-bye, Venerable. Okay, Melvin, would you like to do the prayer?
Okay. Sangye Shodang Sho Ki Shognam La Jang Chu Pardu Dagni Kyab Suchi Dagi Jin So Ki Pe So Nam Ki Frola Pain Cheer Sang Ye Drob Par Show.
Very good, very good. That sounded really good. I didn't pick up on any sounds which you know, kind of popped out. That sounded really good. That was really nice. Thank you. Moira, could you have a go?
Sangye Chodang Tsogki Chognam La Jangchub Pardu Dagni Gyabsuchi Dagi Jin Sokki Pe Tsok Nam Ki Drola Pen Chir Sangya Rupart Shok.
Very good. There was just one thing. So Sangye, the Buddha, which came back again and again. So Sangye.
Sangye.
Yeah, so although there's this A and these two dots on it, it's actually sound E. They're going for the sound E. That's their kind of, I don't know why they just don't put an E sound, an E, but usually this is how it's transliterated. Actually, this comes from the Shantideva prayer book, their version. So the two dots is an E sound we're going for, yeah?
Okay.
Sangye.
Sangye.
Great. Caitlin, can you have a go?
Sangye Chudang Sokki Chognam La Jangchub Bardu Dagni Kyapsu Chi Dagi Jinsok Gipe Soknam Ki Drola Penchir Sangye Drupar Shog.
Very good. Droop. Obtain droop.
Droop.
Droop. Yeah, not droop, not droop.
Oh, droop.
Yeah, that's right. You got it. Yeah. Excellent.
Thank you.
And then Helen, you haven't done it, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sangye Chodang Songki Cheng Namla Jengchu Pardu Dangni Kyeb Suche Dagji Jinsok Gi Pe Soknam Ki Drola Penche Sangye Ju Parsha.
Very good. Okay. Go on.
Parsha.
Parsho. Druparsho. Which one was it? Oh yeah, it was the chok, the supreme. Chok. Chok, like chocolate. Chok. Yeah. In the first line, supreme chok. So we have the first one, assembly, chok, chok. Yeah, chok and chok.
Okay.
Great. I think Sunny, you're the person who hasn't been yet, right?
Okay, I have a question. Like with the double consonants, like cho, like ch, dang. So what, does that held longer or something? Do you hold the ch?
No.
No?
No, not necessarily. It might be held long as regard the rhythm of the song. In the melody, so Sangye Chodan Togi Chognam La Janju Bardo Dani Gabzu Inchi. The last one has been held longer. But as regards the pronunciation of the word itself, no, it has the same length.
Okay, and then also, so is it always sung? Is refuge and bodhicitta always sung, or is it sometimes not sung? Like Sangye Chudang Sok, or is always sung?
You mean, does it always begin with, is the Buddha, the refuge and bodhicitta prayer, does it always start with this? Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
And,
So
yeah. No, go ahead.
the first two lines of this prayer are actually the refuge. Yeah. Sangye Chudan Sogi Chognam La Janju Bardu Dagni Gyapsu Chi. The second two lines are the bodhicitta. Dagi Jinso Gibe Zongnam Gi Rola Penje Sangye Roparsho. So this prayer can be divided into two. First section is actual refuge. And the second part is this bodhicitta motivation, by listening to actually it says listening, this is not correct. It's by my practice of generosity and other perfections, because I actually changed it in the Shantideva prayer book. It's in relation by my practice of listening to the Dharma and other perfections, may I become a Buddha for the benefit of all sentient beings or transmigratory beings. Yeah. Okay. So can you do the prayer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sangye Chudang So Ki Chognam La Jangchup Badu Dagni Kyapsuchi Dagi Jinsok Ki Pe Sok Nam Ki Drola Penchia Sangye Jupa Shog. Shog.
Very good. Sheila, you didn't do it, did you? I don't think you did it. No. Yeah. Your turn now.
Sangye Choden Sokki Chognam La Janchu Ordu Dagni Kyapsuchi Dagi Jinso Gipe Soknam Ki Droa Penche Sangye Gupar Shog.
Very good. Excellent. That's really good. Yeah. Okay. So you got this one down. Maybe we can just do it together, chanting. So I'll lead the chant. So maybe you have to mute yourselves while you do it, but we can just sing it together so you get used to also the melody as well. Yeah. Okay. So Sangye Chudan Sogi Chognam La Janju Bardo Dagni Kyapsu Inchi Dagi Jinso Gipe Tsonam Gi Rola Penje Sangye Rupa Sho Sangye Chudan Sogi Chognam La Janju Bardo Dagni Kyapsu Inchi Dagi Jinso Gipe Tsonam Gi Rola Penje Sangye Rupa Sho Sangye Jodan Zogi Chognam La Janju Bardo Dani Gyamsu Ji Daji Jinso Gipe Tsonam Gi Rola Penje Sangye Rupa Sho. Great. So also, if you attend rituals and prayers, there's always a chant master, yeah? So usually it is tradition that the chant master will begin the prayers and you jump in a bit after. So for example, if who's doing the refuge prayer, we Sangye, and then everybody comes in on the Chu. Sangye, Chu, Nam, Sogi, Chog, Nam, La. You don't start with him. You let him or her start, and then you join in a bit later. It can be here in this case in the second, the third syllable, but it depends, I think, on the prayer. And then also as regards the pronunciation of the gi and all these different things, like I mentioned last week, depending on where the person's from, they're going to say it in a slightly different way. Some people are really going to say gi, some people are going to say chi, some people are going to say, different things. So don't be too freaked out if you hear something. It's written gi, but he's saying chi. It's not, that's very common, very, very common. And if you want to learn Tibetan, you have to give whoever you're speaking to leeway, because that's how they're gonna speak, especially if they're from different regions of Tibet. Yeah, is that for every repetition that in the chant must begin and joining on the I think yeah, actually, if you're doing a repetition 3 times, I think you'd find that the chant master would always start you because you go Rupa Shu, and then the person would hold it. The chant master would generally from my memory would hold it. Sho, san, ye, and then everybody cho, dan, zogi, cho, nam, la, like that. Yeah. That's how it would go. Okay, so now it's come the time to work on our Tara praises. So even though it seems like people which were here last week are not here, so what we're going to do is we're just going to, there was Helen and Sheila and Pat. What verses did you have of the Tara praises? Can you tell me? You had number 4, Pat. Okay, great. Okay, so this Pat's going to do this one. You had number 1, Sheila. Great. Helen, which one did you have? Do you remember?
I believe I had 5.
You had 5. Okay, great. Okay, so Sheila's going to start, and then maybe Pamela, you can do the second. Yeah, it doesn't. We're all learning. It's not. It'll be fine. Don't worry. And then Caitlin, maybe you can do the third. Yeah. So then we've got 4th and 5th, which are being done. Then maybe Moira, you can do the 6th. Yeah. And then Sunny, you'll do the 7th. And then we can go around again. 8, Sheila can do the 8, and we'll just keep going like this. Okay. Oh, and sorry, there's Melvin as well. Sorry, Melvin, I don't think I gave you one last week, did I?
No.
Okay, so maybe you can do the 8, number 8. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, great. I apologize for that. I think because I didn't see you, or I forgot. I apologize. Okay, so Sheila, you also have this kind of homage to do as well at the top there. You got it? You ready?
Yes. Okay. So
Could I make the size? Yes.
Ready? Okay.
Yeah. Just
Jitsuma, Pakma, Droma, Va, Chaksa, Lo. Oops. Can you make it bigger?
I make it bigger. If I make it bigger, I've got to. I got to exit, and I've got to kind of.
All right. Just go back. I'll manage.
You sure?
Oh yeah, that's good. Can you do that?
I can do that. Is that good for you, Sheila?
Yeah, yeah. That's perfect.
Okay.
So Chaksa. So first verse, or should I be done with the homage? Okay.
Yeah.
So Chaksa, Droma, Nirma, Palmo, Cheni, Chichek, Loden, Drama, Jikten, Sing, Gun, Shakni, Xiaoyi, Jesar, Jewa, Leini, Jengma.
Very good. Okay, who's number 2? Yeah, go for it.
Chaksa tanke dawa kuntu gangwa gyani tsekpe shalma karma tongtrak tsokpa namki rabtu chue o rab barma.
Very good. Number 3.
Chaksa Sernyo Shunye Kieki Peme Chakni Nampa Genma Jinpa Sonju Katub Shiwa Zopa Samten Choyu Nima.
Very good. Number 4. We can't hear you, Pat.
Yeah. Chaksa Session Shekbe Tuktor Taye Nampa Galway Chuma Malu Paro Chinpa Tope Gwalye Seki Shinchu Tenma.
Very good. Gyalwe. Gyal. Yeah?
Yeah, Gyalwe.
Very good. Okay, number 5.
Chaksa Tutare Hun Yige Dudong Shongdong Namka Gangma Jikten Dunho, Shayep, Kini, Te, Lube, Mepa, Gupa, Numa.
Very good, very good. Number 6.
Chaksal Yajin Melha Sangpa Lungha Natsok Wangchuk Choma Jungpo Rolang Driza Namdang Nojin Soki Dune Toma.
Very good. And you see you have hla, lung hla. So again, what's happening here is that the letters are becoming associated. You've got the letter la and the ha, and it's becoming hla, like Lhasa, the capital of Tibet, Lhasa. That was very good. Okay, 7.
Okay. Chaksal Treje Treja Dang Pe Ki Parol Julkor Rabtu Jumma Yekum Yun Kian Shabki Ten Nente Meba Jukpa Shintu Marba Barma.
Very good, very good. Okay. Number 8.
Yeah, who?
About to say,
Yeah. Go ahead, Melvin. Yeah.
Chaksal Ture Jikpa Chenpo, Du Ki Pawo Nampa Yoma, Tukye Shalini Tronye Din Se, Drawo Tam She Malu Soma.
Very good. Suma. So again, when you have these the O's with this 2 dot, it's like it's not cho, it's ch, and it's called an umlaut. I think in the Germans use this quite a lot. So it's suma.
Suma.
Very good. Yeah. Can you do the next one too, please, Melvin? Number 9.
Okay. Chaksul Ku Chok Sum Chak Ye Som Mu Tukar Nampa Yenma Malu Chok Ki Polo. Oh, I can't read that.
Sorry.
Oh, there it is. Yinpe Rang Yi O Ki Sok Nam Trukma.
Very good. Very good. So it's funny. This one has a lot of these O's with dots on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have the first one, which is the kun chasel kunchok sum zön. So not zon, zön. Yeah. And then we have sormu. Then we have it's on the U here, so it's malu. Instead of malu, you wouldn't say malu, you say malu. Yeah. And then korlu, not korlo. Rangi, and then the O there, the light, which actually means light. It's not O, it's U. Yeah, U, like that. Do you want to do it one more time for me, Melvin? Number 9.
Okay. Chaksul Kunchok Sum Sun Chak Ye Somu Tukar Nampar Yenma Malu Chok Ki Polu Yenpe Rangi Ki Sok Nam Trukma.
Great. Okay. Now, Sheila, number 10.
Chaksal Rabtu Dewa Junpei O Ki Chenhua Kalma Supa Rabshi Kitara Dudang Jikten Wadu Zenwa Ma.
Great. Helen, and number 11.
Chaksal Sa Shi Kongwe Tsoknam Tamche Gukpa Nupa Nima Tronyer Yahweh Yige Hongi Pongpa Tamche Nampa Droma.
Very good. Okay, number 12. Helen, can you do it? Number 12.
Chaksal Dewe Dumbe Unge Gimpa Tamche Shintu Bama Ralpe True Na Pakme Le Takpar Shintu Up Rab Zama.
Zema, Urab Zema. Very good. Okay, Caitlin, can you start? I'm going to move. You have to do this first one on 13.
Chagsal Kalpa Tame Netar.
Very good. And then we keep going here.
Barway Trangway Na Nema Yen Kyang Yun Kum Kun Ne Korge Drayi Hungni Nampar Jomma.
Okay. Moira, can you go? 14.
Chaksal Sashi. Is that the NG? It's that guttural N?
Yeah, so you've got the
no.
And it's nga.
Yeah.
Nga, and it's this the syllable, the vowel O, mo, but here you've got this 2 dots, so it's ng.
No.
Yeah.
Chaksal Sashi Nga La Chaksi La Chakgi Tilgi Nun Ching Shabki Nungma Tronier Chen Tse Yige Hungi Rimpa Dunpo Nami Gamma.
Okay, Pat, number 15.
Chaksal Dema Gema Shima Nyan Nyen Deshi Chulyu Nima Soa Omdang Yangdak Depe Dipa Chenpo Jompa Nima.
Great. Okay, Sunny, number 16.
Okay. Chaksal Kune Kor Rab Gabe Drayi Luni Rabtu Gemma.
Okay. Where did I go? Okay. Yeah.
Yige Chupe Nyak Ni Kerpe Rigpa Hongle Drilma Yima.
Okay, so I'm going to continue here. I'm going to chant it. So if you guys mute yourself, you could chant along with me. I'm going to add a bit of speed. Okay, we're going to do it together. Chatsel ture shabni dape hungi nampe sabunima rira mandara tambiche jikten sunayonanima chatsel la yitsoi nampe ridan tanche chananama tara niju Hara Nijipe Ki Duna Malupani Selma Chate La Yitsoya Nam Gyalpo Ladami Jitema Kune Gocha Kawajiki Sodamilam Nyempa Selma Chate nima dawa yepe, sheni nimpola urab selma, hara ninjo tutarayi, shindu raporine selma, chase deni simna kupe, shiwi tutan yang dang dema, Dedans relane jitso nam, jompo tu ra du chonima, tawe nga ki te pati dan, cha tse wa ni shu tsa chik. Just gonna do it one more time, yeah? Om je tsun ma pa ma droma la cha tse lo. Cha tse droma nyuma pa mo. Jeni ke chi lo tan ra ma. Jiten sum gun jingi shel gi. Pesa je wo len ni chung ma. Cha se dong ke tawa kuntu. Kawa gyani tse pa shel ma. Karma donda tsokanam ki rabdu chewa obabama chase sengo chune ki pema chamni napage mam jimpa tsundu katushiwa sopa samten chuyuni ma chase deshin shepe tsuto taye napage machuma maru paro chimbato pe Yahweh seke shindu tema, chase tutara hum yingi, dodan chota nam gangama, titen dupo japtinente, lupa me pogo panuma, chase gaji me la tsampa, lula natso waju choma, rumbo rolandiza namda, nojitso ge donetuma. Cha tse che che jawa kare cha tse che che ja dak pe gi parol tu korap tu jo ma yekun jap ki nente me pa tumba shindu pa ma cha se jik pa cha se tu re jik pa chen po de ki pa wo na pa jo ma chu ki shen ne toyo denze rawo tamje malu so ma cha se kun cho sum son chang ye sormo tu ka na pa ye ma Malu choki kolu gempe rangi ögenzo tu ma chase rabdu kawa jepe ögen chewa pe ma shepa rabshe tutara yi dudan jidan wadu ze ma chase kyung sachi kyola tso nam tamche gopa numani ma chone yone yike hungi boba tamche na padro ma chase dawe duba ögen gemba tamche shintu pa ma rawa tuna upa mele taba shinda uba ze ma chase kalbe tame me cha bawe chenwa unane ma yekun kone korge dayi pumni na pajo ma chase sajingola chagi tilgi nunji japni du ma chonye cheze yiku hungi riba dumbo nani ge ma chase de mange ma ji ma nyele daji chunyuni ma soba humdan yandan dembe di ba chenpo jobani ma chase kune kobraga we da yinuni na rabdu ge ma yiki chubi nga ki pe ripa humle dromani ma chase rabdi da pe hunge nambe sabuni ma riramandara tambie je jiten somna yunani ma chase la itso inambe ridam tanje janana ma tarani jebe yeke dudama lupani se ma chase la itso ingyal po la dami amjite tema kuningo chaga wajege tsodami lamge pase ma chasani ma dawa gepe chani pura ubasa ma harani judutara ye shindu rapori nese ma chase deni sunaku pe shiwe tutanya dande ma tudan rolanu jitso nam jompo tura du choni ma tawe nga kitu pati tan chase wani shu chik. So I did that fast. I accelerated as time went by. Yeah. How was that? How did that go down? Was that okay? Were you lost? Could you find, where I was going if you got lost at a moment? What was it okay? Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. That's good. Yeah. Does somebody have a question or something they'd like to ask? It's okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Lola, I noticed that with the word Ture, T-U-R-E with an accent aigu, that I think you said Tura. Is that?
No, it should be Ture with an E.
Okay, I misheard you. Thank you.
No, maybe I might have said it wrong. Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
I have a question about the chanting. I think it's sort of hard for me to understand because I didn't grow up with it or wasn't. What I'm curious about is the improvisation that sort of occurs in this very subtle way with little flourishes within some vowels. And I'm wondering if that is, yeah, can you speak more about that?
Yeah.
And I noticed you doing it as you sped up, and I've heard my teachers say do this as well. So I'm curious about that.
Yeah, I don't, it is true, it changes and people pronounce things in slightly different ways. And there is a level of improvisation, definitely. But there is, I mean, there's the kind of basic melody, and then people will kind of, add a bit to it. And I guess it's the more you become comfortable and familiar with the prayer, you can do that. And you might also start, creating your own kind of slight, adapting the melody a little bit because, you just, like to do the sound or whatnot. I don't really know. Maybe I've just heard, people chant. I think, oh, that's kind of fun. Yeah, I'm going to do it like that. So, kind of.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah.
Lola, you're going to send us the initiation for the Manjushri mantra?
Yes, I will. Let me send it to you.
And so how do we do it?
You just listen to the teaching, basically. His Holiness will guide you through it. You just sit back and relax, I guess. Let me just, where did I send it?
There's nothing that we have to do in order to participate. We just listen for an hour and a half and we are initiated.
It's, well, if I don't think it's a full-blown initiation. It's more like the transmission of the mantra and receiving the blessings. These transmissions, they are, I think it's like called a consecutive authorization practice. So to have the full-blown initiation, you have to already have some kind of higher level initiation, I think. But if you just want to receive the blessings of His Holiness as regards to the mantra, he'll give you the mantra, he'll give you the blessings of the body, speech, and mind. And when he'll say the mantra, you repeat the mantra. And it doesn't matter that it happened a couple of years ago. It's really up to you and how you're interacting with the teaching of His Holiness. His Holiness has mentioned it before. If you listen to a teaching, if you're not present, you do online, you're receiving some kind of teaching or empowerment, you can receive it. If it's been recorded and you listen to it, if it's really up to you and your state of mind in relation to it, I guess. Okay. Let me just see where it is and I can send it to you guys. But I guess we're gonna have to wrap up for today. Here we go. The Manjushri permission to practice. This is it. So yeah, if you're doing any kind of studying or classes or even with regards to Dharma study, it's a very good thing to. Maybe I'll stop sharing and I can then send this to you guys. Send it to everybody. Okay, so that's the transmission of the mantra from His Holiness. So yeah, I actually, it's kind of a shame. I haven't written down. Maybe I can quickly write it down. We can do dedication prayer together. Because now, let me just write it up. Book. Where is it? Here it is. Okay. Yeah, share this. I can't. There we go. Okay. So it's the typical, Gewadi Nyu Do. Gewadi Nyu Do. Pen Dang Gewa Mal. No, Gewadi. It's funny when I think of the prayers slowly, I kind of totally go blank. It's funny because you're used to saying them in one go. It might also happen to you if you have a prayer that you know it with a tune, and then somebody sings it with a different tune. Totally lost. It's really weird. I don't know if it's ever happened to you, but it's happening to me right now. Yeah, that's right. Okay. bear with me. Lama Sangye. I'm gonna have to find it somewhere here. Otherwise, I'm gonna write not something which is not right, and that would be a shame. Prayer book. Where is it? Here we go. What's going on here? I'm sorry, guys. This is very disorganized of me. Here we go. Just so we can do dedication prayer together. It kind of makes sense. Where is it? Diman. Actually, I have a better idea. I think Sheila, you sent me your Shantideva prayer book, didn't you? Maybe we can just do a screen share of that and read those prayers. Yes. I can't find it. Okay, I think we're gonna have to go with this. Okay, I think this is correct, I believe. Hope it's okay. Okay, so let's do this dedication, and thank you so much for your patience and for being here today. It's really nice to meet you all, and I hope that all of your, projects and go well, and any of your aspirations go well, and that, anything that you start, you can finish, and although it might not go the way you think it does, that it flourishes in a way which is beneficial for you and others, and that you become more confident in reciting these prayers. And as I said before, these are just sounds, they're words, and most important is your intention, that you're putting behind when you're taking refuge. Refuge is not words, it's a particular state of mind that you're looking for. So being sincere in that, not so much about, the pronunciation is important, but not the most important. The most important is, the kind of loving kindness and this view of emptiness. So keep this in mind. And now let's do these dedication prayers together. Or this dedication prayer, because I don't have any other one ready. Okay. Lama Sangye Droyone Gewa Jingyang Malupam De Sala Gumparasho. The Bodhicitta prayer, if you know it. Chanchu Semcho Rinpoche Mache Panam Ke Gyurunchi Ke Panyamba Me Payam Gongne Gondu Pelwar Sho. And take good care, and hopefully I can meet you in person one day. That'd be lovely. Come to the Institute Vajrayogini in South France if you ever have time. You're always welcome. Or yeah.
Or come to New York.
Or come to New York. Yeah, I can come to New York. Okay. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much,
so-
Thank you, Melvin. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you, Lola. That was wonderful. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Take good
Lola.
care.
Thank
Take
you,
good care.
everybody.
Lola, so wonderful to get pronunciation guidance on all of this. So great.
Yeah, my pleasure. My pleasure. Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you. Bye. Take good care. Yeah.
Bye. Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
So Lola, if you forward this stuff to me, I can again send it out to everybody.
Yeah, I can send you, I guess, the slides also of last week. I don't think. Oh yeah, you have those ones. So
I
I'll
have those
send
slides. I
those.
sent those out. Yeah, actually, I
Yeah,
did send
great.
those
I'll
out.
send you the ones,
Please.
yeah, today because I did a lot of kind of editing at the last kind of minute and stuff. So I'll send that to you. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is great. It was really helpful.
Yeah, my pleasure. I'm glad you liked it.
Sort of
Yeah,
like unpacking the mystery of all this. So.
yeah, yeah, there's kind of these yeah, unspoken things which happen around it with, you know, these vowels which change and the 2 dots and all this kind of stuff. But once you've got the general gist, it's just a matter of repeating it and yeah, practicing really. Yeah, but it's good to have an ear to check what you're saying kind of thing as well.
I feel like your mouth has to move in a whole different way.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it does. It definitely does move in a different way. And it's like, it's also this question of sort of tonality and these kind of, yeah, this kind of gentleness, which is happening. But yeah, it's very different, very, very different in lots of different ways. Yeah. And I think it's meant to kind of induce, you know, sort of meditative states or whatnot. You know, these prayers are just support for meditation. So yeah. But thank you, Sheila. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lola.
Yeah.
Enjoy Italy.
Thank you. Yeah. Have a nice afternoon. I'll talk to you soon.
Yes. Enjoy the food.
Yeah, definitely. I'll eat an ice cream for you.
Very good. Okay. Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye-bye.
You too.